Hey there, Alan Matthews here. In this video, I'd like to address a question I frequently get from students when they're practicing their arpeggios. And the question is, do I have to always come all the way back and touch my palm with the pad of my fingers when I'm playing arpeggios? I've got the answer for you coming up here next. When we've been practicing the arpeggios, we've been coming all the way back into our hand. We've been doing this hand clap motion, and we've been coming all the way back and touching our palm with the pads of our fingers. And this is a practice technique. This isn't a way to play all the time. I get this question a lot as people practice it, and then they actually go to play pieces. They're saying, oh, well, I don't have time to do all this. And you're absolutely right, you don't have time to do all this. But what happens is, when most people first come to classical guitar, they have bad technique, they bicycle, so they really pull up like this. And so then we're retraining the hands to actually move in this way, largely from the big knuckle right here and coming in towards the hand with less tip joint, so that there's less of this bicycling, hooking thing going on and more of this closing the hand action. And so sometimes when you're playing a song, you will actually come all the way back into your palm, such as if you're playing a big open chord, something like that, then you can just, it's going to be the nice follow through if you can actually close your hand fully. Well, what's going to happen is, as you play your arpeggios in a piece, like if you start playing faster, you don't have time to come all the way back and touch every single time. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue to do that same action as if you were coming into your palm, but you're just not going to actually go that far to touch it. It'll just be the initial impulse, but then without the follow through. Just as if you have a branch on a tree and you want it to grow straight, but it's actually growing over here and you want it to grow straight, you don't just tie it straight. What you do is you tie it the other way for a little while, and then whenever you pop it back out, then whenever you untie it, it'll go straight. It's the same thing that we're doing with this. We're just retraining the hands to actually move in this way. The point isn't to touch the palm every time when you're actually playing a piece. The point is to just move with this from the big knuckle and close the hand in this way, so that whenever you're then playing, then it can float a little bit. I think of it as floating. We have this neutral position, something like that we're playing. Incidentally, most people, just to demonstrate here, most people are too far back this way. And then that's why you get the bicycling thing. If you actually hunch over this way and actually go further than you think you really should, then you can actually maintain this really natural curve and then just operate from that. I'm just going to go a little closer here so you can see this. So if you notice, I'm not coming all the way into the palm because that makes a lot of stretch in the hand. But there's still a follow through. And if you'll notice the knuckle, both fingers still go in and both fingers still prep at the same time. And they still go in. Now if you're playing a big chord, you might actually still do that. So I hope that clears up some of the questions about how to actually use these arpeggios in your playing. Just remember, when you're practicing, practice true to the integrity of the action. So separate your playing from your practice. We practice things in a certain way so that then we can play them better later, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the way we practice them is the way that we'll actually play them. We're just practicing to make them better. Just like you could go to the gym and lift weights, but it's not like you're really going to be curling things in real life. You're really not going to be doing bench presses or sit-ups in real life. It just doesn't, when was the last time you actually in your daily life needed to do a sit-up or a pull-up or a push-up or anything? So we just use them as a way so that we can operate better with them. So there it is. Hope that helps. See you in the next video. Please subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.